You know, in the book of Revelation, there's this one verse that's just packed with powerful imagery. It talks about absolute authority, doors no one can shut, and this mysterious key. It's a really fascinating concept. So in this explainer, we're going to unpack what's really behind this idea of the key of David.
So the verse kicks off with this incredible statement of power. Just try to wrap your head around that for a second. An authority so absolute that when it opens a door, no one, and I mean no one, can shut it, and when it shuts a door, nobody can open it. This isn't just about influence. We're talking about total, sovereign control.
Well, that brings up the big question, right? Who is speaking here? Who could possibly hold this kind of absolute power over access, over opportunity? The text gives us the answer, but not by dropping a name right away. Instead, it starts by describing the speaker's character.
Yeah, before we even get to the key itself, the text wants to establish the nature of the one holding it, and he's described with two really profound words, holy and true. Let's break those down because they are so important.
Okay, so these two attributes are just foundational. Holy means perfectly pure, set apart from everything that's wrong or impure. It's a quality that doesn't just judge, but it also has the power to cleanse and make things right again. Then you've got true, which means genuine, completely dependable. We're talking about an unbreakable promise. This isn't just someone who tells the truth. This is the embodiment of truth itself.
And this combination is absolutely critical. See, the authority being described here isn't random or arbitrary. It's held by a figure who is both perfectly just and incredibly merciful at the same time. According to the text, this perfect character is the very reason why such absolute power can be completely trusted.
So how is this incredible authority symbolized? Well, the verse gives us this fascinating image, the key of David. Now, this isn't a physical metal key, of course. It's a powerful metaphor for something way, way more significant.
The key of David, what it really symbolizes is complete control. It's about holding the final say, the custody over who gets in and who doesn't. And we're not talking about a building. We're talking about God's kingdom and all the blessings that come with it. And believe it or not, this symbol isn't new. It actually has deep, deep roots in the Old Testament.
Get this. Hundreds of years before Revelation was even written, the prophet Isaiah talked about a key of the house of David. He said it would be laid on someone's shoulder as a sign of their absolute authority over the whole royal house. So what Revelation is doing here is showing us that Jesus is the fulfillment of that very prophecy, claiming that exact same ultimate power.
But that brings up another really important question. Why David? Why not the key of Abraham or the key of Moses? Well, the connection to King David is absolutely vital if we want to understand who the speaker is in this whole biblical story.
And this is where that connection to David just clicks into place. It was prophesied that the Messiah would be a descendant of King David, which links this divine figure to a real human bloodline. And that's so significant because it presents a figure who isn't some distant, unrelatable God. By sharing our human experience, he actually understands our weaknesses and temptations. It makes him both a divine authority and an empathetic advocate.
Okay, so let's recap. We have a completely trustworthy authority, the holy and true one, and he's holding the key that gives him ultimate control. So what does he do with it? He opens a door that absolutely no one can shut.
This action signifies a massive shift. With his authority, Jesus shuts the door on the old ways, the previous religious systems, the old covenant. They're declared finished, closed for business. And in their place, he opens a brand new door, a new way of life that gives every single person direct, unhindered access to God.
And here's the best part. The promise in this text is that this open door is a divinely granted opportunity. What that means is that no religious institution, no government, no human power whatsoever can block this access. It's been opened by the ultimate authority, and it is going to stay open, period.
So all of this massive cosmic concept, it actually gets brought down to a very, very personal level. Because that open door, it's not just some theological statement. It's presented as a direct, personal invitation to you.
The message then kind of breaks down into three really clear steps. First, it's an encouragement to let go of the past, the doors that have already been shut. Second, it's about trusting in his authority, recognizing him as the one true door. And finally, third, it's to accept that invitation and walk boldly into the new life that he's made available.
Ultimately, when you boil it all down, the entire message of Revelation 3:7 converges on this one single idea,
that access to God, true salvation, and real freedom comes only through this one figure. He's the one who holds the key, and he is the one who has opened the door once and for all.
And that leaves us with this final, really provocative question that the text itself is asking. Are you trying to force your way through doors that have already been closed, maybe relying on old ways or just your own effort? Or are you accepting the invitation and boldly stepping through the one door that has been opened for you by the ultimate authority? It's a question that really gets to the heart of this entire passage.